Alright, so once again, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash, double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone, salutations unto the hopeful elect. Alright, this is Yatazak out here again from Trinidad GMS coming live. Alright, to tell you that, hey, the apostles of Great Millstone, alright, they had the truth, and from the head up, from the apostles come straight down, we had the truth. We have 100% truth. Alright? And years now, the apostles been speaking. They taught us. And through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, we bringing the truth to you people to tell you, alright, that the end is here. We are the end. World War III is on the brink of happening. The so-called white man, you know, they're right now they're pushing their mandates. They're trying to get the new world order up and running. But little do they know that the new world order is Yahweh Shai establishing his throne. The elect being sealed. That is the new world order. The 144,000 men being sealed and being delivered out of this captivity that we living in right now. Yeah. That is the new order that's coming. Because this order that we under right now, this order is hell. This order is captivity. You know? This wool was made to enslave all of us. This the way how the system is set up for us to live. This is not living. This is hell. Alright? We'll read from the book of this is the book of Proverbs, alright, chapter 1 and verse, I will start at verse 20. It says, wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates, in the city she uttereth her word, saying, yeah, how long, ye simple ones, will he love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Alright? So you people, you're very simple. You know? It's so simple that you can't see, that you don't understand that the so-called white man, he is the devil. He's the son of the wicked. He's the one pushing these mandates. He's the one behind all this agenda. He's the one that's pushing the mark of the beast. Alright? Because hey, you church people, you like to talk about, you know, the Antichrist is gonna come, and the Antichrist is gonna bring the mark of the beast, and I go be the end. But who? The scripture said that there are many antichrists, right? And the next thing is that who's gonna push the mark of the beast? You know? The so-called white man, that is his agenda. He's according to the book of 2 Thessalonians, who's coming is after the you know, the working of Satan. So the so-called white man, God, is Satan. He worships Satan. So this whole system is anti Yahweh Shai, anti Yahweh. It is against the laws of the Most High. And all you people that, you know, that are taking part in this system and love this, I want this world to continue, You know, you're gonna be caught up, all right, in the destruction that is to come, the second death. What you people don't understand is that, you know, we are at the end and all the lies is being brought forth. The son of perdition. So how long, you simple one, would you love simplicity? How long would you be simple minded? How long will you be simple? That somebody could just tell you something, or somebody could just make up something and give to you, and you would just run with that without thinking. It says here, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called and he refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. So Yahweh, you know, being a just power, he sends out prophets to warn the people. You know, you people are being warned. You people are being warned of the times that we are living in. You people are being warned, all right, of the things to come and the things that are happening. The book of Revelation has been played out and you people are asleep because you caught up in, you know, you caught up in the matrix. You're caught up in your system, in the world, on all these vanities. That's what you're being caught up in. And in your mind, your mind and your soul is based upon the vanities, but you're not seeing the picture. Alright? It ain't no this world done. The financial system crashing, food prices skyrocketing, the money, the worth of the money going down, crimes on the, you know, done a big increase. But guess what? You still home, rock back. You know? Thinking that, hey, it's all good, you know, it's all good. But little do you know, hey, and soon you go see and soon you go understand that what the apostles, what the elders and what the you know, the brethren saying, it coming to pass. And it's not today, and not yesterday, and last year, and year. It's years now. You've been warned. The scripture say it shall be like in the days of Noah, wherein Noah went out there, you know, he preached, he prophesied, and he did that for years. And nobody take into account of what he was doing until, you know, the flood came and they all were destroyed and Noah and his household was saved. And that's going to come again, but the destruction that is to come is going to be by the means of fire. Fire is a cleansing agent. Alright? The scripture says the elements going and melt. So hey, the human body is an element made up of different elements. Yeah? You know? The infrastructure around you is made out of elements. You know, the house made out what? With iron and steel. The material to make concrete, calcium, aluminum, and iron oxide. You know, glass and wood. All these things is just elements. Or the scripture says the elements can melt. All your flesh can melt away, your bones, your blood, everything can burn. So you people have a horrible death is coming to all the people that don't want to turn to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Right now, his hands is being stretched out right now. He's calling. His words, alright, is going out through the four corners of the earth for you people to turn from your wicked ways, alright, for you to turn back to his laws, statutes, and his commandments. They say here, But he have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. So the Most I say, he gonna laugh at you. When the destruction coming, when famine and plagues hit you, when his sword come at you, he gonna laugh at your calamity, he gonna laugh at you, he gonna laugh you to scorn. Because you don't want to hear, you don't want to listen to what Yahweh Hashem Yahushua had to say. You want to hear what you have to say either. You can kneel down and pray, you can beg, you can cry unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Father, please help me. Oh Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, deliver me in those times. And in those times, he can laugh at you, he can turn it back on you. You understand? Go unto the gods which you have served. You know? You all don't know that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is a man of war. You all think that he's some simp sit on a throne. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is a austere man. Alright? He's more man than man could be. He's the guy, he's the man. He's all powerful, and the thing about Yahweh, he's not even our God. He's above gods. He make gods. He make enemies for gods. He make kings. He make kingdoms. He build things. He make stuff. He's inventor. He's everything. He's all. And that's what he said. Yahweh, he exists. That's his name. He exists. There's no that he exists. He make all these things. He's the Lord of Lords. He's the God of everything. He's the power. He generated power to everything. But then he say, hey, he put his words above his name. And what the scriptures say, an unjust balance is an abomination. So right now Yahweh, alright, he balancing the scale right now. You know, by what? By giving all nations a time to rule. He gave all nations, you know, a kingdom to rule. He gave them riches and he gave them honor. He gave them lands. He gave them women. He gave them children. He gave them houses. Hey, he gave them rain and due season. He gave them fruits. He gave them herbs. So Yahweh, he's the one that he balancing the scale right now. He's balancing the scale right now. And this kingdom that we're in right now, this is the last kingdom that we're in right now. Alright? We're in the foot. Alright, we toes at the foot. You know? And after this kingdom is the kingdom of Israel. Yashala. Alright, where we gonna live forever. We will not die. All Israel are gonna be saved. We're gonna be rulers and gods and kings. Alright, our sons gonna be prince. You know? We're gonna have our daughters, our princesses. It will have no queen in our kingdom. Alright? Look up the definition of the word queen, you go understand what I'm saying. So that is what we hope. That is what we put our hope in. We put our hope in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua because we know, alright, that he's a man of his word. He put his word above his name. So we have to keep our part of the bargain because right now we're under a covenant. Say yeah. Say yeah. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. You know? Say what? Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. So they're going to call, Father, please. They're going to call them all different names, you know? Hey, please, God, help me. And the Lord, the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, say, He's not going to hear them. Because why? When I was calling you, you was doing something else. When I was stretching out my hand, your mind was somewhere else. So show me you don't have time. Well, I don't have time for you either. And that is according to the law. An eye for eye and a tooth for a tooth. You know? Give unto the Lord, you know, and he will give unto you. Turn your back on him, and guess what he can do? He can turn your back on you too. Because you think that you and Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, you know, that or is the same. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, hey, he putting his thoughts in your, he giving you thoughts. He's the one organizing your thoughts. You think you generating thoughts of yourself, of your own? No. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is the one giving you thoughts. He's the one, you know, writing the script for you. So the angel in the night to put out the thoughts in your head. And when the day come here, you're fulfilling everything that he put in the words for you to do, you will do. And it says here, it says, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahweh, they would none of my counsel, they despise all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from evil. Shall be quiet from fear of evil. So you have to turn unto Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, because hey, keeping his laws will give you a favor. Alright? If you want favor, do things to obtain favor. If you want him to chasten you, well then do the things that continue doing it in your wicked ways, and he will chasten you. He will correct you, and you won't like how he will correct you. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is a humble power. He's an austere power. Alright? He's a living power, which means he has understanding. He's great in wisdom. Pray and ask him for your needs, and hey, the scripture says knock and the door will be open. You know? Ask him and he will give unto you. Turn unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. So right now it's time to what? To take heed unto his words. You know? Now is the time that you should take heed unto the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and turn unto him with all your heart and with all your mind and with all your soul. You know? Because the times that are coming, it can have great famine. That's the next hot thing on the talk these days right now, famine. Where you don't have no food in the groceries, you don't have no food in no shops. Yeah, you might have a little piece of land, you might plant something, but guess what? People, they're going to have other hungry people out here, and they're going to be looking to rob and steal. You might plant a thing, and when it bear, people might come and thief it out. What are you going to do next? That is why you have to cry on Yahweh, because hey, he gave a man everything that is good for life. That's why you got to pray before you eat, pray before you sleep, pray when you wake up in the morning, pray every day. Because if you don't give thanks for the things that you get freely, he will take it away from you. And guess what? He's the giver of life, so he could take that away from you too. That's why the book of The book of John, it say, hey, a man cannot receive nothing unless it is given from heaven. So before you get something, it's written in heaven. It was commanded from in the heavens first, and then you receive. That is how it works. So just know it, as I say, it will have no food, it will have no jobs. Alright? That is how it can be just now. People think it hard now, it about to get worse. Because as soon as they go in the groceries and they see there no food on the shelves, or the next thing in this country, where Rolly was talking about the e-identity, that the mark of the beast, where everything can be digital. You gotta get the implant in you with a microchip in your hand, and with that chip now you're gonna be able to buy and sell because they can done away with cash. So just now, all this money that people saving under the bed or in the bank, it can be worthless. That way they go in cryptocurrency. Everything going digital. But people see that as, hey, that is just technology and, it's all well and good. But little do they know that right under the foot, they're sweeping in the mark of the beast. But the pastors in the church not warning them about these things. Then telling them about, the mark of the beast, the times to come, what to be aware of. It's a terrible thing to see that these pastors and they're preaching in the churches, and they're talking things like, the laws done away. The laws are the most High done away with, and in doing so, saying that the laws done away with, they're keeping they still want to strive on the law, tithes and offering, because tithes and offering is a law. But how they could say the laws are the Bible done away with? When the laws is life, the laws teach you how to be righteous, how to be upright, how to stay away from evil, how to please Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. The laws of the Bible is the one that show us these things. That's what we're supposed to be keeping. This is the book of Jeremiah. Jeremiah 23:1, it says, woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, said Yahweh. Therefore, thus said Yahweh of the power of Israel against the pastors that feed my people. He have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doings, said Yahweh. So all you pastors, that preaching all these prosperity doctrines and not teaching people the fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, not teaching them how to fear the Most High in the things that they do and during their life journey, but teaching them only about love and God love and love. Yahweh Shem Yahushai said, if you love me, keep my commandments. What is sin? Teach them what is sin according to the Bible. What is sin? If you ask them, go up to a pastor and say, hey, according to the Bible, right? Not according to what we think or what you feel. According to the Bible, what is sin? I bet you that pastor will know what is sin. According to the Bible, sin is the transgressions of the law. It's according to the scriptures. Sin is the transgressions of the law. You break a law, you commit sin. Simple as that. Keep the laws, you stay away from sin. And by keeping the laws, you please Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's how it is. You know? The scripture say, hey, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there's no light in them. Alright? So, that is the thing. You have to speak according to the word. That's what you feel, because I bunks up a so-called prophet, right? And basically, he said that is what your heart say. But the scripture say the heart is most wicked above the heart is most wicked. Alright? I can't remember how the scripture go word to word. But basically it say, you know, the heart is wicked above all things. Because wickedness does begin in your heart. The word heart goes back to the Hebrew word lab, which goes back to your mind. That is with thoughts does you know, you don't think. When you're thinking, you don't think here. You just think up here. Alright? For some of you dummies, I have to let me just go along this direction. If you think if you go by a doctor, let me say you have a heart problem, and you go to the doctor to do a heart, what is called a heart transplant, and they cut your chest and they take out your heart. So what am they? You can't think again, or all your thoughts, all your memories going there, because some of you think you just think with your heart, and they put a new heart in you. What can I tell you now? Well, let me say, I carry you to the butcher, and you want to do, you know, you want to take your head and put it on somebody else's body, and let somebody chop off your head and sew it on the next body, and let me see how long you gonna live. You know, let me see how long you gonna live. If somebody, they can take out your heart and replace it, you gonna live. You know? You ever hear about brain transplant? What doctor doing that today? Cut your head open and take out your brain and put it in the next body. What doctor today doing that? They might be able to cut your head and you know, and patch back up something, or cut out some tumor or something from your head, or some kind of thing. But they say to open your shell, your brain, or your cranium, whatever they call it, and take out your brain, is a dead man. So that why some people, you know, they don't understand it, you know, they just talk and they talk about that. Yeah, man. You know? So that's the difference with your heart and your mind. So I say, hey, the time coming, hey, the mark of the beast, hey, it's around the corner. By the time of Jacob's trouble, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, and verse Jeremiah 30 and verse 7. It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. You know? So this is the time of Jacob. Hey, right now we already entered into the time of Jacob's trouble. But then they say, but he shall be saved out of it. That he is the ones that keep the law, statutes, and commandment of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That is the he that shall be saved. Say, alas, for that day is great, so that there's none like it. So you can think about all the time in history where it had wars and slavery and all these days, World War One, World War Two, these are slavery. Time in Rome and Rome persecute us. None of those time could be greater than the time that we about to face upon the earth just now. The time of Jacob's trouble that is upon us. And the people and them, they're soon to find out, you know, the mindset of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai concerning the people and them who don't want to turn their ways unto him. Let me read it over. Jeremiah 30 and verse 7. It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So that is horrible times, you know. That is the time of trouble. That is the time, you know, you're gonna have a lot of death. A lot of people gonna die. That is the time of coming. You're gonna see dead bodies on the streets. You're gonna see people suffering, children hunger because of famine and plagues. You know? That is the time what the Most High bringing on the earth. Great time of tribulation. Right around the corner. Time of Jacob's trouble. And during that time, Yahweh Shai, he can feed his elect, yeah? He can feed his elect. He can see about his people. He can see to the needs. But all the ones of them who don't want to turn their life unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and keep his commandment, they're going to be put to death. That's what the scripture said. This is the book of Ezekiel. Ezekiel 9 and verse 4. Ezekiel 9 and 4. And Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abomination that is done in the midst thereof. So the word mark there goes back to the word tau, alright, which goes back to the word tawa, alright, which means to be exempt from judgment. That is that mark. So the angels right now, they're taking account of all the people that sin against Yahweh Shai and setting a mark on the ones to be saved, which goes back to the book of Revelation when it speaks about, and I saw, you know, the Lamb with a great number of people and had their father's name in their foreheads. That is that mark of exemption. Alright? Because hey, like this, the jab, I can't even say the word because they go delete the video. The job that they're promoting today, that if you don't take it, you won't get a job. That goes back to the image of the beast. You know? The scripture talk about and the souls of men. Esau want to get back his birthright. So all these people who go and take those jobs, you understand? The Most High can destroy all of them. Because they're putting their trust in man and not in the Most High. The one that created them, the one that gave them sun and rain and food and shelter. The Most High Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai providing all our needs. But they rather put their trust in this broken reed, in this broken system, this system that is meant to be destroyed. And soon they go realize, and it will be too late. When they reach the point where there's no return, that is when the eyes will be open and they will be able to understand. That is when they will start to get serious. And it says, Ezekiel 9:4, and Yahweh said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. And to the others he said in mine hearing, Go ye after him through the city, and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have he pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. So a lot of people gonna die. Alright? Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai can put a lot of people to death. You don't want to turn the life onto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, he can put them to death. He can take their life away. That's how it can be. Oh, yeah, man. That's how it can be. So we have to constantly rejoice and give thanks that that we had this knowledge, that we had this truth, that we could we could decipher the codes, we could see through the veil. The veil have been removed. We could see, we understand. And now, it's high time, for we to convert and be healed, turn back to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Because Yahushai is we take it out of this hell. He will deliver us from this hell that we are in. Right now we down here. There's all kind of things to make a man go off. There's all kind of things to trap your mind. There's all sorts of traps. And the only way out of here is trusting in Yahushai and in his Father, Yahweh. I just hold on and can't let go. It's really a fight, you know. It's a tough battle, but you have to fight it. If you don't fight it, you will be overthrown. And you don't want to be overthrown. You want to win. You want to win, you want to be able, You know, to conquer the devil. That is what you want. What is the scripture I wanted to go in, my? Um, Scripture I wanted to go in was I had it in my mind. Oh gosh. Oh God, this scripture. Not Ezekiel. Can't believe I forgot that already, boy. That is all right. Isaiah. No, it is. Right. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and 1. And it reads, Remember not thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw near, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun or the moon, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. And the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. So the grinding which goes back to work, going and cease. The vision in this place is done. There's no vision anymore. All what the people looked for in this place, you know, it's done. It's over. This place is finished. This place is done. So the next thing the next thing for this place is nuclear destruction. This place had to be bathed and washed and purged with nuclear destruction. And when this place is burnt and done, that's we will have new heavens and new earth. Alright, everything can be renewed to its full strength, its full glory. Israel will back up on the throne. Yahushua ruling. King David, you know, the elect. And all wickedness gonna be put out. You know, that's how it will be. Yeah man, even. Because hey, soon in this, especially in this kingdom, when they realize that that the rapture ain't happen, because they believe that they're gonna be raptured before the great tribulation. And they will understand that that it is a lie. And they're gonna be looking for people like us, you know, to explain what's going on, to show them, What really going on? And we gonna tell them to go and call unto their gods, go and cry unto your gods. Let your gods deliver you. We gonna tell them that. The Jews are Christian. Go and cry unto your God for your God to deliver you. It says here, also when they shall say, also when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and the fears shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and the desire shall fail, because men go to his long home, and the mourners go about the streets. Or ever the silver cord be loose, or the golden bowl be broken, or the pitcher be broken at the fountain, or the wheel broken at the um, cheston, then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto power which gave it. Vanities of vanities, said the preacher, all is vanity. So death and destruction is coming to Babylon. Babylon is America. America is Rome all over again. America is Egypt. That woman that sitteth upon many waters. Afternoon. Yeah. Soon to be destroyed. Soon to be burned with fire. And all them that had us in captivity, they're going into captivity too. Revelation 13. Yeah, man. Revelation 13 and 10, it say, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Revelation 13 and 10, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with a sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So if you lead people into captivity, if you put people into slavery, you know, you're going to be put into slavery. You're going to be a captive. You're going to be a slave. If you're killed by the sword, if you're killed by the gun, you're going to be killed by the gun. And that is balance. Eye for eye and tooth for tooth. That is that. That way scripture say, well, whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he reap. Yeah, man. That is how it does go. So a lot of people, alright, a lot of people that they don't understand the scriptures, you know. And the thing about our people, the Negroes, the Latinos and Native, alright, what our people they don't understand, the simple thing about our people to start with, we people that don't like to read. a lot of our people, especially the Negro class, the males, they don't like to read. So they're very easy to be fooled. That's why this white I can't remember his name, he came out and said if you wanna hide knowledge from them Negroes, just put it in a book. Which you know? Which he understands something there. So according to the scriptures, they say he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. In the book of Daniel, when Nebuchadnezzar get the dream with the head of gold, alright, with the statue, you know, that statue right now in the foot. Scriptures talk about the 10 toes. You know the book of Revelation. Yeah, the bosses. The book of Revelation talk about, you know, the eagle. Yeah? Because hey, what went on is that the oh gosh, America is the rebirth of Rome. Alright? That's why they came back through the what you call it, the Renaissance period. The word Renaissance, when you look up the word Renaissance goes back to rebirth. That's why the book of Revelation speak about the great wound was healed. When the great wound was healed, that when they had the Renaissance period, that when Rome came back into power. Alright? That when they had a rebirth, that is when they whitewash everything. They tell you God white, they tell you the angels white. And that is blasphemy because to be white skin, there's a skin disease. Alright? Because when you read the book of Numbers, the book of Leviticus, book of Deuteronomy, it talk about a bright spot in your skin, which goes back to leprosy. You know? So why the scripture says this world was made for many, but the world to come was made for few. And it's Israel. The scriptures talk about Israel gonna be saved. The book of Revelation, book of Isaiah talk about the second Exodus. Right now we in the process of the second Exodus. That's why the scripture talk about spiritual Egypt and Sodom. Why would the scripture say spiritual? Because hey, Egypt goes back to what? Slavery, bondage. Sodom goes back to what? Homosexuals, gays. So this place have that spirit. So we're not physically in chains, you know. That's why they emancipate us. We would, you know, we was transferred from private that was transferred from the private slave owners to the state. That's all that whole emancipation thing was about. That is why you have to pay tax. You have to pay tax for your own land. If you buy a vehicle, you have to pay insurance because it's not yours. You owns nothing. The government owns your child. If something happens to your child and you carry that child by the doctor or something, and you see, you know, something happens to that, you could get locked up because they're not your child. That is all the system is. So you people can't see that you're in slavery. You can't see that, you know, that you're held in that you're in bondage. And you know who's the people on the face that they're trying to kill out? You Negroes, you Latinos and Native, because you make up the 12 tribes of the house of Israel. You are the king, you are the gods of the earth. And the other nations know that. That's why all the nations of the earth, they look down on us. Because why? Because we broke the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. According to the law, if you turn your back on the laws, the Lord say what? He go put another nation above us. They will call us bywords and proverbs. What's that byword? The word nigger. The word nigger is a byword. The word nigger does mean what? Nigger is wait. Nigger is an attitude. You understand? The word Indian goes back to what? Savage. That's why they call the natives, they call them what? Indians. That's why you got to look up words. That's why the Bible talk about he that love this world is enmity with the Most High. So if you love this world and you want to see this world continue, you know, you want this world to go on, then hey, the love of the Father not in you. You're supposed to what? You're supposed to want the new world to come. You're supposed to want that Jerusalem to come. You know? Supposed to be looking forward for that new world to come. This is Revelation chapter 12. And I will start at verse verse 3. And it says, and there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns on it, upon his heads. You know? That dragon goes back to NATO. Alright? NATO, when they talk about them, the different heads, alright, that's the different nations come together. Alright? If you look up NATO, how much different nations are in NATO, you go see. Because the number 7, the number 7 that means completion. So it's more than 7. So it's a body of nations came together and formed that alliance called NATO. And who's the head? Who's the head of NATO? The head of NATO is who? You know? Who's in control of the earth? The so-called white man. You ain't see no Negro, no Israelite making no rockets and going out in space. It ain't no black man doing that on the face of the earth today. Hear what the Bible says. It says Job 9:24. It said the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So the people on the earth, they say that Satan and Satan and Satan, but they don't understand who in control of the earth, who mandating laws, who telling you you had to take a job, who can tell you just now you had to receive a mark in your hand in order to buy and sell. Satan, the rulers of the world, they worship Satan. Satan is their God. That's why they had a lodge. It had lodges all over Trinidad. It had one before you reach oh gosh, when you're going up on the highway. Can't remember the name of that street. But it had plenty lodges in Trinidad. So they formed NATO. So let me read over that. Revelation 12:3. And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his head. Alright. So it says 7 heads. You know? So NATO, if okay, the scripture talk about what? Knowledge shall be increased. So if you look up the word NATO, you go see all the different heads, all the different nations join the alliance of the NATO. Yeah. So that is what going on. And just now, soon to come World War III. That's what coming next, World War III. We're gonna see this whole place burning with fire. And what gonna bring those fire? Them nuclear missiles, them ICBMs. When the scriptures talk about the mushroom cloud, smoke enfolding in itself. That's how a nuclear missile does explode. When a nuclear missile hit, it does create something what you call a mushroom cloud. And around the mushroom cloud, the clouds just enfold, it does make a circle. That's what John the Revelator was saying. Scriptures to speak about 2 million missiles sitting in America. America gonna be burned. That is the you know, the woman that what sit upon many nations, seated upon many waters. And hey, now the Lord say, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. So all these nations that had here, tonight, all these nations that had us in slavery, all of them who put us in slavery, all of them going and be we slaves. That's what the Lord have it. Because the Most High say, an eye for eye and a tooth for a tooth. Burning for burning. You understand? Most High is a just God. He's a just power. And he deal with balance. The sun don't shine in the night. You know? It have night and it have day, and he told them they're in their perfect orders. So with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash, you know, because Yahweh is the name of the Most High, the Heavenly Father, and Yahushai is the name of His Son, whom they ignorantly call Jesus Christ today. Alright, that's the Hebrew word to say deliverer, Yahushai. And Yahweh means the Most High, which means Yah means He, Hawa means exist. You know? So I had to close up because hey, I can't even see my face so properly right now. So with that, Kwam Yasharala, Shalom.